Hello and grace and peace from God our Father and our Lord Jesus Christ. Pastor Mike Salmon here from Harvest Christian Fellowship. I pray everyone is having a good day. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about timeline of the coronavirus and the things of how our president reacted. I'm sure that many of you who are in the loop of the news are wondering, what are people talking about our president and how did he react? Did he react properly? Did he act not properly? What happened? How was the reaction? Um, and I have some family out there they who are very liberal Democrats, which I don't even know how they can be, who are really not strong supporters of the president, but would rather believe the lies and the misinformation that they're receiving from CNN and all the other things. So, with that said, I thought I would pull out CNN videos and let them explain it, and then let's take a look at the videos. There is a video I do want to show you, or let me see here. Here it is. Now I'm going to show this to you once, and then I'm going to come back again. I want you to understand that this is a timeline of all the way up to April 14th, which is today, of the deaths. Now here you're going to see the actual date. Okay, so this is January 31st. You can see, and how many? Let's see here. How many cases are in every country? Okay, 11,000. And January 31st, there were 11,000 cases of coronavirus. 1915. In United States, there were six people had coronavirus. Six. Okay, this is January 31st. All right, six. And I'm going to play it so you can see. Let's stop there. February 6th, there were 12. February 11th, there were 13 confirmed cases. February 17th, there were 15. Now, no one understood anything. I mean, you're talking about 70,000 in China, but you're talking about billions of people, folks. 1.4 billion people, and 70,000 from people from China have this coronavirus. So to the United States, they're not like, okay, there's 70,000. We're doing what we need to do. Okay, there's 15 confirmed cases. The president, imagine you, the president of the United States of America, and you're sitting at the Oval Office, and someone walks in and says, "Oh, President Trump, yes." CDC came back and said that 15 Americans have the coronavirus. What do you think he's supposed to do? What would you do? Would you say, "Oh my gosh, shut the whole country down. Shut it down." Is that what you would do? Shut the Is there any other countries that are? No, it's China's got 70,000. The next country is Japan. How many does Japan have? 514. Okay? So this is the information he's getting. Okay, let's get it. Move on. February 23rd. Mr. President, yes, there are now 35 cases in the United States. 35 cases? Oh man. How many does China have? 77,000? Oh, okay. And Japan? 783. Okay. All right. Do we got this under control? We are. We're still investigating. Okay. What do you want him to do on February 23rd? Shut the word, stop. Crazy. Let's go cuckoo. What do you want him to do here? Shut everything down? Stop everything? That's what baffles me. Like all these people are saying, what should he reacted too slow. Okay? Let's move on. March 4th. Mr. President, yes, we now have 119 cases in the United States. Folks, 119 cases, not deaths. 119 confirmed cases of coronavirus in the in the U.S. Okay, how many people do we have here? We have 350 million. 350 million people. How many got coronavirus? Mr. President, we got 119 people got coronavirus. Oh my gosh! Shut it down! Let's burn the whole place down. Everyone in quarantine. Everyone in quarantine. Could you imagine if he reacted like this in February? people would have been like, oh, this is a ploy. He's just trying to get out of the impeachment trial. He's just trying to get loose from the impeachment. He's just trying to run away from the impeachment. Okay? Give me a break. 119. Okay? Let's go on. March 12th. Mr. President, yes, we have 1,500 cases of coronavirus in the United States. All right, we got some problems here. Okay, this is now. Okay, well, what do you mean 100? What was it yesterday? Okay, well, Mr. President, on the 9th, it was. Oh, we're not even showing up here. Okay, on the 9th. Okay, let's see here. On the March 2nd, we had 64. Okay, 5th, 6th, 9th, right here. 9th, we're 213 on March 8th. Mr. President, we've been doing some testing, and here we are on March 10th, we're 472. 11th, 696, we're doing testing, 987. Mr. President, we're now 1,678. Why? How do we know? Because we did some testing. So who's telling me there's no testing? Give me a break. Okay? We're jumping. We got testing now. Boom. Mr. President, March 25th, everyone's in quarantine. Restaurants have everything shut down. Folks, March 25th, I don't know if you remember, 66,000. What are we doing here? Okay? Everything's in quarantine. On the 18th, we had 3,000 cases. When the president reacted, what happened? What happened when the president reacted? Everyone went cuckoo. What do you mean you're shutting it down? You're closing this place down. You stop this. Why? Because of this. Let's keep going. Now we're getting serious. Now we got testing going. Now we're figuring it out. Here we are. Okay? March. Okay, let's jump over here all the way till. Boom, March 9th, 400,000 cases of coronavirus. Okay? By this time, everything's in full force. All right? Now, I'm going to put this aside and we're going to go back to this video here and let's look at this.
Do you have a plan to contain the coronavirus in the U.S.?
We do have a plan, and we think it's going to be handled very well. We've already handled it very well. CDC has been terrific, very great professionals, and we're in very good shape. And I think China's in very good shape also.
January 22nd, okay, folks? January 22nd. Okay, on the 31st, okay, the United States had 6 and China had 11,000, okay? So on the 22nd, China had less than 10,000 of there, okay? We don't have a number there, but they had less than 10,000 cases. And was the president overreacting, or was he? No, he's saying, look, we have 6 cases in the United States, all right? We got this pretty much under control. We're very close communication with China concerning, okay, this is on the 27th. Very few cases reported in USA. Very few. I would say even he's exaggerating there. There's 6. He should have said there's only 6, but strongly on watch. For 6, we have offered China and President Xi any help that is necessary. Okay? Our experts are extraordinary. We're waiting. All right? Not bad.
Now we're working very strongly with China on the coronavirus. We think we have it very well under control. We have very little problem in this country at this moment.
Very little problem. How many do we have? 30th, 6. On the 30th, probably 5. China, 11,000. We're working closely with China. They have 11,000 cases now. We're working closely with them. We only have 6 cases here of coronavirus. People are telling us that they're not feeling good. They're sick. 6 cases, okay? He's working closely. All right, folks?
Concern to you?
Well, we pretty much shut it down.
February 2nd. Let's talk about that. February 2nd. What day is it? Here we go. We are tied with France. 6 cases still. Oh, 9. Sorry, 9. 9 cases. Here's what happened. President Trump shut down all travel to China on the 1st. Okay? On the 2nd, we shut down. No one was allowed to go and coming back travel. He banned all travel to China on the 2nd. Folks, this is with 9 cases of coronavirus. This is with 17,000 cases in China and 20 in Japan. This is what you have right here. And he shut down travel to China. Like, nope, we're stopping it. We are closing. We're shutting the doors. No one is allowed to come in and out of China until they got this. We shut it. How is that not a reaction? How is that not saying, okay, you know what? China's a problem. We need to stop it. We have 9 cases of coronavirus here. We need to act. Okay. Here's how we're acting. We're stopping it. Okay.
Coming in from China.
Coronavirus very much under control. We're in contact with everyone. That's all relevant countries. CDC and the World Health Organization have been working very hard and very smart. Stock market is starting to look very good to me, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone who bought stock probably thought the same thing. Hey, we got this under control. We're talking to Japan. We're talking to Thailand. We're talking to people around. Everything seems pretty good. And no one's saying anything. Seems good, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And this is February 24th, folks. Let's move on. February 24th. Here we go. February 24th. There we go. February 24th. Japan or China now has 77,000. All right. President Trump is going, man, thank God we shut down to China. We shut it down. Thank God. Okay. 839 in Japan. 35 confirmed cases in the US. Okay. The guy, what else you gonna do? What is he gonna do? Shut down the whole world for China, because China has 77,000 out of their 1.4 billion people. They need. What does he want to do? What do you want him to do? Bring in the whole National Guard, the army, everybody in for 35 people who've got the coronavirus? He doesn't know. It's looking pretty good. Everything seems pretty good. Okay.
You may ask about the coronavirus, which is, very well.
The 25th. Okay, let me see the 25th. All right, 53. Nothing's changed. All right.
Well under control in our country.
He has a task force by this time. Guys, he started a coronavirus task force.
In all cases, I have not heard anything other.
Because of all we've done, the risk to the American people remains very low.
Okay, let's talk about that date. 26th, very low. Is he exaggerating? 53 people got coronavirus. How is that out of league? It is very low, okay? Trump's response, time under increased scrutiny. What? What did he do? What did he do, NBC? What did he do? What didn't he do? That's what I want to know, okay? Give me a break.
Remains very low. Now the Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus.
Yeah, they're politicizing the coronavirus. Here's what they're saying. On the 28th, there were 59 cases of the coronavirus. What does the Democrats say? They're coming out and they're all saying, this is why we got 59 cases, because Trump refused to react. We need a president who's going to act. What could he have done? What could he have done? Somebody tell me. Can any Democrat or anybody tell me what could he have done? We have 78,000 in China. The next country is South Korea with 2,000. South Korea, very multiple. What could he have done? You are given this information. You've already shut down China. You've stopped all travel. You've shut down airlines. You've closed down certain things, okay? Let me see if I even have another timeline here of the things that he did here. On the 21st, first case, 29th, task force created. January 29th, Al Jazeera, okay? Let me bring this out here. This is Al Jazeera, okay, who is really anti-Trump. Trump blocks all travel. Trump claims control First community spread documented. FDA eases guidelines on testing. Okay, folks, there's nothing he could do. He's already banned travel. He's banned travel, blocked travel from China. Okay, he's doing everything. Okay, he's all the information he's got. Then on March 11th, Trump bans travel from Europe. Okay, now I want you guys to understand this. From the March 11th, let's take a look at March 11th. Why he did that? Why did he ban travel from Europe? 10,000 got in Italy. And the moment he saw Italy of 10,000, he's like, whoa, no, we're shutting this down. Okay? So let's go back to the timeline of where he's at. The Democrats are now trying to stick their face into there and trying to make this into a big old issue here. Okay?
They tried the impeachment hoax. That was on a perfect conversation. And this is their new hoax.
And we're the
Okay, let me be fair with this situation here. Obviously, the president is using the wrong words of hoax. Okay, for example, you can see he said the word impeachment hoax. Okay, obviously, the impeachment was not a hoax. There was actually an impeachment. But what he's saying is gimmick. I would rather use, they are using this for they're trying to make it for their advantage. They're trying to find some kind of footing. I guess the word hoax would not really be a good word. What would we define the word hoax? Define hoax. There we go. All right, the word hoax, a humorous or malicious deception. Okay, here's the word hoax, a humorous or malicious deception. Okay, what is their deception? They're trying to gain power over the thing. Okay, they recognize the plan as a hoax. They're trying to get in there. Okay, I guess you can use it in that sense. People look at the word hoax as in some kind of like, this is fake. It's not. He never said this was fake. He never claimed this to be fake. Okay, folks? If you look at the timeline, of the president, he already built a task force. He started a task force. He shut down all these things, the timelines, or he shut down the flights. Let me see. Here we go. Here's the timeline. This is not a hoax. He's not 29. He's seen it. Okay. Bans travel, does all these things. So he's not believing it's a hoax. He's saying it's real. Let's go on.
the number one travel destination anywhere in the world, yet we have far fewer cases of the disease than even countries with much less travel or a much smaller population.
Any vaccine could not work. You take a solid flu vaccine, you don't think that would have an impact or much of an impact on corona?
No.
So he's asking a simple question. Like, no one has a clue. This is February, March, or let's see. I'm sorry, when was that? Let's take a look back here on this. There we go. There we go. March 3rd. Okay, so March 3rd. Here we go. March 3rd. Okay, so March 3rd, the United States had 108 people with the coronavirus on March 3rd. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So he didn't know.
Or much of an impact.
Don't you
on
think
corona?
it'll be making much impact on corona? No.
We were discussing before, you really don't know what the percentage is. Some people will have this at a very light
Again,
level
March 4th.
and won't even go to a doctor or a hospital. They'll get better. There are many people like that.
Yeah, he's okay. Boom, let's stop right there. President Trump signed the $8.3 billion funding bill. Folks, $8.3 billion to combat coronavirus and defend the health and safety of America. Guys, let me bring this on March 5th. There were 129 people with coronavirus. 80,000 in China, 5,000 in South Korea, 3,000 in, what do you call it? And he wants signed 8.3 billion, folks, billion, not million, billion dollars, okay? Billion. All right? Billion. Oh. Go back there. There you go. Okay? Billion. Okay? Billion on what? For what? For how many people? Who's got the coronavirus? How many people? For this? For 129 people with the coronavirus? How is that no reaction? How's that delay reaction? Okay?
Made the changes, but the testing has gone very well. When people need a test, they can get
March 10th. Okay? March 10th. What do we got here? Testing is going good. Where are we at? 472. The day before, United States. Not even on there. Are we on there? Nope, not even on there. March 10th. Bam! Testing. We jump up. 472. We got some testing now. We're doing pretty good. Why? We got money now. We got money going. It's being spent. We're figuring it out.
It
Okay?
will go away. Just stay calm. Using emergency authority, I will be instructing the Treasury Department to defer tax payments without interest or penalties for certain individuals and businesses negatively impacted.
Guys, businesses are in closure now. Businesses are in closure. Businesses lost. They're closing down. They're shutting down certain places. They're quarantine places. Why? For 696 people who've got coronavirus. Okay. Now, what's happening here is the president is really going. He's like, man, these guys are 80,000 in China, 10,000 in Italy. Okay. He's banned. Let me take a look here. He's banned. Let's see. Boom. It doesn't happen. All right. There we go. 8.3. He's already banned travel. Okay. To Italy. All right. The president announced a ban to specifically Italy and Spain. He shuts down all to the UK. But he says all United States citizens can come back. Okay. So tell me. Okay. Tell me how is that not a reaction? Okay.
Because of what I did and what the administration did with China, we have 32 deaths at this point. Other countries that are smaller countries have many, many deaths.
Is he saying the truth? Is he saying the truth? Absolutely. Okay. On the 13th, we don't have the 13th here. On the 12th, okay, we're 987, 32 deaths. He's saying, look, what I did in my reactions, what was his reactions? Well, think about it. He shut China, travel to China, stopped UK and Italy, gave $8.3 billion to a task force, did all those things. He's already investigating, started a task force, did all these things. Why? Why, folks? For less than 900 people testing positive for coronavirus. You're telling me that's not a reaction? Okay, if anything, people look say that's an overreaction. But he's like, you know what? We need to act now. Okay.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
A national, folks, a national emergency. Why? Why is there a national emergency? Because 987 people, okay? 987 people, let's say even 1,000 people got coronavirus. National. Guys, 350 million people in the United States. 1,000 get coronavirus. Let's call this a national emergency. Okay? And the Democrats and all those, oh, he didn't react. He didn't react. What are you talking about? He didn't react. Because of him, more people are dead. What else? What else could he do? What else could he have done? Okay, let's go. I'm going to let this run a little bit.
Two very big words. There's a very contagious virus. It's incredible, but it's something that we have tremendous control over. It seems to me that if we do a really good job, we'll not only hold the death down to a level that is much lower than the other way, had we not done a good job, but People are talking about July, August, something like that, referring to it, meaning the, yeah, if you took.
He's saying July, August. Look, we're hoping, everything back into control. Guys, 1600, okay? 1600 when he says that, all right?
About the virus? No, that's not under control for any place in the world. I think I read. No, I didn't. I was talking about what we're doing is under control, but I'm not talking about the virus. Yes.
You guys understand what he's saying? He's like, look, I'm not saying that we don't have it under control. It's not under control, but what we're doing is under control. And it is. You know what? What he's did, not 1,600 cases. We got this under control. We're doing our best here. We know what's going on. What do you want him to say? It's out of control. We're going crazy. It's out of control. It's out of control, folks. Mr. President, we want to talk to you on February 25th. You told us that. Is this thing under control? Oh no, this is out of control, folks. This is out of control. Everything's out of. We don't even know what's going on. We have no clue. We don't have this under control. We don't know. We don't. You know what? What do you think people would have done? You think the toilet paper issue would have been, guys? You'd have no food. We'd have no internet. There would be a riot. Oh, it's not under control. It's out of control. We're crazy. We don't know what's happening. He said we have this under control. He's trying to keep demeanor and calm and peace and from panic. Okay?
Please. Different. I've always known this is a pandemic. I felt it was a pandemic long before it was called a pandemic. All you had to do is look at other countries.
Exactly. And he did before it was called a pandemic. When was it called a pandemic? Okay, let's take a look here. At the thing here, what is it called? Pandemic. Okay, so it was called a pandemic on February 2nd. Okay, and what happened was, and that was by the World Health Organization. They didn't even really have a clue on this. Still did not. And on January 31st, China is blocked. So for him, he looked at this thing as a pandemic, says, we're stopping this. We're stopping all travel to China. We're acting, okay? So his reactions, his already 8.3 billion in money, stop travel to Europe, stop travel to China. His reaction, what he's saying is, all these actions that I've done in January and in February and all this have shown that I have treated this as a pandemic. My coronavirus task force, the money I've put on this stuff, okay?
I think now it's in almost 120 countries all over the world. No, I've always viewed it as very serious. There was no difference yesterday from
March 17th.
Days before. I feel the tone is similar, but some people said
3,000.
Today
okay.
I'm announcing action to help New York, California,
March
and Washington
22nd.
ensure that the National Guard can effectively respond to this crisis.
33,000.
The National Guard, these are tremendous people. They're fully on alert. We've signed
Turns
what
out,
we had
finds
to
out
sign,
these
and,
three states,
it's been
New York,
activated.
California,
I'd love
Washington.
to have it open by Easter. Okay, I would love to have it open by Easter. I will tell you that right now. I would love to have
March
that.
24th.
It's such an important day for other reasons, but I'll make it an important day for this too. I would love to have the country opened up and just raring to go by Easter.
Hey, NBC.
There you go. So there you have it. Okay, what do you want him to say? Okay, what do you want him to say? He's on the 19th, there were 7,000. On the 23rd, there were 33,000. New York gets testing. Everyone's getting testing now. They're finding that this is coming up. He looks at China. China's only 81,000. Okay, so he's thinking, all right, there's something going on here. He finally realizes this is what's happening. Let's keep going. On the 30th, we're 143,000. We've surpassed Italy. Okay, China, we can't even believe anymore. And on through. So my point is, there is absolutely nothing he could have done from here all the way down. Let me let this run through. Okay. What would you have done? What would you have done right here? Please comment. Would you have shut down the state on February 14th, shut down the whole United States of America, shut down the world? What would you have done? Remember, at this time, okay, on February 17th, um, at this time, let me tell you what happens. Let me bring it up a little bit. All right, February 24th. At this time, here's what occurs. Trump asked for 1.25 billion in emergency aid after the Dow Jones tumbles 1,000 points on coronavirus fears. 1 point. The coronavirus very much under control in the USA. We are in contact with everyone in all relevant countries. CDC and World Health Organization working very hard, very smart. Stock market starting to look good to me. Okay, and it did. And what that means is this is buy rate. You have to understand stock. He's saying, look, this is buy points. It's really looking good, meaning it's really good, looking good to invest in. And at February 24th, it did. It looked really good. And even now it's even better, but it looked pretty good. Okay? But he's asked already for 1.25 billion in emergency aid. Okay, guys, 1.25 billion. So with what? 52. What would you have done here? Would you have asked more? Would you have told everyone go to their house? Could you imagine if the president told all the governors, okay, guys, you're shutting down your states. You're shutting down everyone. Everyone's going to go home. No more work. No more everything. Why, Mr. President? Because 52 people in the United States has coronavirus and 77th in China, and we're shutting everything down. Okay? No way. No way. No one would have bought that. Okay? What would you have done here? Same thing. What would you have done here March 12th that he didn't already do? Okay? Community spreads, finds out. What would you have done here March 4th? Already 8.3 billion in emergency bill. Okay? 8.3 billion to send for the coronavirus fight. Okay? What would you have done here? Okay? What would you have done? 8.3 billion. And Europe is stopped. What would you have done here that's not already done? What could you have done earlier that's not already done? It's done. Everything that could have been done is done. It didn't matter. Even to this day, what could we have done? There is nothing that could have been done that wasn't taken serious. How much you put your money where your mouth is. Okay? He put his money where his mouth is. He put it where his mouth is. Thank you for watching. I hope this really influences you to let you understand the reality, the realness, and real numbers and real dates and real times. You know, you can look now and go, oh, he did this or he could have done that. But in reality, look at the numbers. Look at his reaction. Look what he did. Look how he did it. Look how he reacted, how he spoke, what he did, how much money he put in, all the aid, all the money, all the testing, all the ventilators. This is just part of the stuff that he did, okay? New York could have acted better. California could have acted better. Washington could have reacted better. New York is a Democrat state. California is Democrat. Washington's are Democrat. Why didn't they react? Why didn't the governor do anything? We could have looked at the governors. Governor Cuomo, why didn't you do anything? You're the governor of the United States. You could have done something. No, you throw it all on the president because he didn't react. He gave money. He did everything. You see, if he would have went in there right away and shut down New York, they would have been like, how dare you? Let me tell you something. If President Trump went into the United States with 11 cases, and shut down the United States for 11 cases, and everything were to be shut down, and he took over martial law, okay? Let me tell you what would have happened. People would have flipped. It would have been riots and protests and crazy, okay, for 11 people. 11 people, okay? It would have been cuckoo. 20 in Japan, Thailand. This is the numbers you had. It would have been crazy. By the time he gives money, 1.5 billion, Okay, and he's given money now. If he would have shut it down with 129, people wouldn't cuckoo. It would have been crazy. Again, it would have been insane. By the time he's anyone even gets any high numbers or any reactions, not till February 15th do we got. Oh my gosh, the numbers are going up. Okay, so guys, get it right. Get it right or shut up. Get it right or shut up. Look at the numbers. Look at the reaction. The president did what he needed to do. He did it right. I don't know if I couldn't have done any better. Okay? He had all the information. He had the numbers. We have the numbers now. So don't believe all that garbage of, oh, now he's changing his tone. He didn't think it was a tone. He thought it was all bad or it was false. It was false. It was false. He didn't think it was false. That's why he shut down travel to China. That's why he gave 1.25 billion. That's why he gave 8.3 billion. That's why he approved all this. That's why he put a task force. That's why he shut down travel to Europe. Why? Because he thought it was a joke? No, he thought it was real. Enough said. Get the facts right. God bless.